Dr. Pat buzzes the doorbell, inviting the secretary in. Within minutes, Cynthia breezed in. Good morning, sir, once again. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes, please, I want to find out. Mr. Akikamsije, has he shown up since his last appointment? He missed his appointment yesterday. Yes, actually, I was about to come in and let you know he's been sitting here for about 10 minutes. And I told him that today is his non-appointment day, but he's not ready to leave. Yeah, you could let him in. Welcome. How are you today, Mr. Kekamsi J? Very fine, doctor. Good morning. Yes. I'm sorry I missed my appointment yesterday. I actually had doubts about whether I wanted to continue with this therapy or not. But my wife convinced me that you might be the solution to this problem that we have been dealing with since. Yeah, you keep talking about this problem, but we have never been able to get to the root of what the problem actually is. There's a saying by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry in Night Flight. It says, no destiny attacks us from outside, but within him, man bears his faith. And there comes a moment when he knows himself vulnerable. And then, as in a vertigo, blunder upon blunder lures him. So what am I trying to say? Your destiny is in your hands. You actually can do something about what is happening to you. Yeah, make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable. I will shift other appointments just to attend to you. Thank you very much, Dr. Pat. I really appreciate. I've had a long thought about all that has been going on. And I believe this is the time to tell my story. Promise me one thing. You will not interrupt me. I don't want to see doubt on your face. When I tell my story, I want you to believe me. Yes, of course. I believe you. I believe you. That is why we set up shop so that we can hear the stories and journey with our clients and help them find, a common landing, a soft landing, with whatever it is that is, bothering them or disturbing them, their peace of mind and all of that. So I'm all ears. Be sure I'm going to listen and I will believe you. Thank you for that assurance. Even though you don't sound very convincing, but I want to take you by your word. And I'm going to remind you anytime you want to interrupt me or you show any sign of doubt. Okay, are we ready? I think it's better you take a notepad because there are things you're going to hear from me that you will need to think about again and again, even when I've left this office. Mr. Gekamsije, I'm all ears. Okay, Dr. Pat, the secret begins with my life before now. What do you mean by your life before now? I think you see what I mean. I said you were not going to interrupt. You promised not to interrupt. Okay, go ahead. I won't interrupt again. But if I need a bit of clarification, no, just note it down. No interrupting. You see, I have written down some things. Look at my file. I've written down some things that I want to share with you. And it is important that you allow me to follow the trend of my thoughts. If you interrupt, I could lose the trend and the story becomes jungle and you will begin to think I'm crazy. So, as I said, I lived before. In fact, I think this is my third life. Because I see this scene appear before me. It is like watching the video of your life unfolding right before your eyes. I talk to the persons that I lived in that life with. I see us interacting, playing, eating together. I see myself going to bed. I even saw myself when I was in school. Everything is very clear. What I do not understand is why I keep dying and coming back. Now, I will tell you some bit of my first life. I have written this down. There was this festival in my community, in my village, the Benali. It is a yearly festival. So on this very one of the incidents that keep appearing, keep flashing like a video before me is the Iwanja festival. And I hear this town crier. People of Ibenali, tomorrow is Iwanja festival. All the eligible maidens and young men must assemble at the Igwe's palace before nightfall. Come early, no lateness. I mean, the town crier, he steals the peaceful atmosphere of the town as he travels the length and breadth of the community. Iwanja festival, right, is an important festival in Ibenali when we were growing up. An invincible, dreaded, and dodged community that I lived in. Among the people, no one is feeble, as each family can fend for themselves. Here, culture and tradition still thrive, and events, whether good or bad, are attributed to the action of the gods of the land. Life paused, and activities stood still whenever the town crier goes round the village. Everyone observes him, and everyone listens, including me myself. I saw myself standing by the roadside, holding the rope that our goat was tethered to. Let me tell you a little bit about our village. Ibenali is a small community compared to other villages in and around the Abuja district. During festivals, the people numbered about 2,000 because families living outside the town joined the celebration. Ibenali people were mainly farmers and traders. Therefore, the four markets provided the arena for commerce and industry for most households. On market days, local food items were in abundance. People came from afar to buy their cassava, yams, plantain, okwa, vegetables, ugba, pepper, udara, ube, okpa, even coconut from the women. The men would display mats made from bamboo, palm wine, clay pots, and roughly crafted iron products. This socialization on the market days characterized the life of the people. Everyone looked forward to market days, and no one would be ill if not sighted on the market days. So, warranting a visit from relatives. Market days were also opportunities to repair bicycles, pots, and whatever else that you wanted to repair. And the cost of these repairs were reasonable, not like today. I mean, you could just pay any little thing you have. The market was an ample space with no standard stalls, but just makeshift corners. People spread out their wares on the ground on plastic sheets. The sellers often sit on the floor next to their wares, and the buyers stand to choose items. Haggling is the market tradition, and one will not pay whatever initial amount the trader offers. The haggling will continue until both parties are satisfied with the outcome. When parents send their children to hawk various items in the market, my parents sent me often. Though I didn't know how to hawk, they would instruct them, ensure you cheat the buyers. Let the buyers not cheat you as a way of best wishes for a good bargain. Apart from the market, I barely had other social centers. There were no telephones, no pipe-borne water then, and no electricity. But we had a football field, even though it was bare ground, with two long sticks as goalposts, but to enjoy those social places. A few families bought generator to provide electricity only at night, especially if those who had boreholes who sold their water to the rest of the community. In Ibenale, traditional practices are still prevalent too. The boys' missionary school commenced 8 years when I was like 10 years, but has not impacted the people's lives much then. Most children attended public school, which was a stone throw from the market. We go from the school to the market and market to the school. There was also a maternity facility for the women who preferred to deliver their babies with the missionaries. Others went to the traditional birth attendants who knew their job. And in fact, before you knew it, the babies had already come. At the time, a church is under construction. This was when I was about 7, 8. Therefore, the priest comes from Emekuku to attend to the converts, the dressing of the family members, those who were converts then, who were not converts then. The dressing of the family members indicated the family had converted. The children no longer appeared naked in the social grounds. Their parents also wore Western clothes. Other children in the community, you see, also often naked Then later, the adults will scold you for being naked and tell you, don't you realize you're a boy? Don't you realize you are now a woman? Come, go on and dress up. Iwanja was not the only celebration for the community, but it attracted the highest number of visitors because it involved human sacrifice. Indigenous and neighboring communities were cautious during this period. Do you want me to still continue? I see the look on your face. I told you not to doubt me, but I know that you don't believe what I'm telling you. Do you want me to continue? Maybe we should stop here. No, 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 go on. I'm just trying to take note of certain things that you have said. I know that look on your face. I'm not convinced. You doubt me. You think I'm crazy. No, I think we should end it there for today. When next I'm here, if you are ready to trust me, I'll tell you more of the story of my first lifetime. Meanwhile, if I hear this story anywhere, oh no, 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 Mr. Ken, that cannot happen. We signed a note of confidentiality. Remember the consent form we signed with the secretary? Because that's very important to us counselors and therapists. You will not hear this anywhere unless you told your wife. If I have lived with her for 15 years and she never got this story out of me, why will it be now that you think I will tell her? I'm just warning you, this story should not go out of this office. Be assured of that. Be assured of that. So do you still want us to stop or you want to continue? No, 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 we are stopping. I think I'm done for now. Thank you for sharing with me. I look forward to our next session and to hearing about your life. Believe me, I believe your story. I do. And I'm willing to just listen to you and accompany you. Thank you, doctor. I'll take my leave now. Okay. Have a beautiful day, sir.